Are we live? I think I'm live. I should be live. I can't really tell if this new thing, if I'm live or not. I'm just gonna wait to see if I must be on a delay. Oh, hey, Sam. Hey, AU. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't never really tell. This is all, I'm still trying to get used to this new thing, right? Oh, seriously? There's like, can y'all hear the cars honking outside? Hold on a second. Let me close my window. Sorry about that. I don't know. I don't know if you could have heard the cars honking outside. There's like these group of people that love to honk their horns like at random times during the day. Anyways, how is everybody doing? Is everybody doing well? Everybody keeping safe, keeping sane. Right? Okay. Glad you can't hear them. It's kind of weird. I still haven't figured out how to like get sound and put headphones on. Uh, I'll get there. I'll get that, I promise. So have you guys seen the I was about to ask a dumb question. Have you guys seen the show? Of course you guys have seen The Tiger King. I just wanted to hear what your guys thought was about it. Because for me it was a train wreck that I could not look away from. It was just one of those train wrecks I couldn't look away from. It was truly entertaining. It's like you hear about it, but to actually see it happening, you haven't seen it? Oh my goodness, Sam, you have to watch it. Well, I shouldn't say you have to watch it, but yeah, you have to watch it. It is something that is like it is unreal. It's like yes, a dumpster fire. It is unreal. Like it's like stuff you couldn't have made that stuff up. Like they couldn't have come up with this type of a plot line, I don't think, even if they tried. And the fact that this is actually real makes it even more bizarre. Oh my goodness. So Sam, are you gonna be okay being in the chat because it is gonna be kind of spoilery, like because I am gonna talk about a few things that happened in the show. So I don't know if you care one way or the other. Okay. I know, right, Peter? Usually there's usually at the end of something, there's like some sort of a positive thing where you kind of feel some sort of empathy and you kind of like try to relate to the characters. It's like every well, except for Saf. Except for Saf, because Saf was was like true to the end. Even after getting her arm bit off, like she was like still a loyal trooper. Well, I have to say it was very well shot. Like the editing that was done for that was very well done. And that guy, hold on, I wrote down the names of a few people because I didn't want to forget their names, right? That guy, I think his name was Rick, right? Rick, the guy that was that was kind of doing the reality TV spin. Oh yes, Peter, that was tragic. That was tragic. Hey, House, welcome. Oh, that's okay. Thank you. Thank you for stopping in and saying hi. Listen, at first when I first saw that scene, Peter, I it took me a minute to realize that this kid actually shot himself because you see the flash, right? You see the flash, but it's like his reaction is like, is he seeing what he's really seeing? And my thing is, when Travers pulled the trigger, did he actually know that there was a round in the chamber? Or did he, or if there was a clip in the mag, a mag in the gun, or was the gun didn't have a mag, but did he fail to realize that there was a round in the chamber? Did he do it on purpose? Or was it just one of those freak accidents? Like, I still am not sure about that. Excuse me. I'm still not sure about whether after watching it and watching it again, I don't I still couldn't tell if Travis was just, the victim of just being dumb, you know? And yeah, the campaign manager, God bless him. God bless him, man. Even to, he is psychologically screwed for the rest of his life. And it felt like Joe Exotic made such like I don't know if mockery is the right word, out of Travis's memorial service. Like oh my God, that dude is such a character. Yeah, I just couldn't tell if it was a freak accident or not. Like, did he know? Did he know there was a mag, a round in the chamber? Like he was playing, because they said he had a habit of playing around with the gun, pointing it, um, pointing it at people, pointing it at himself. Was he, he was already going through it. Like I think that he was depressed, and he was, you know, God bless him, you know, God bless him. So, okay, quick question. How many of you guys think that Carol Baskin did it? How many of y'all think Carol Baskin did it? I don't know. She seemed way too. Excuse me as I take a sip. She seemed just really, I don't know. I just felt like, really, you don't think she did it? I don't know. It just seemed, she just seemed very nonchalant about it. Well, they're saying that they haven't found his body, but they also said that I mean, there's just so much like the truck being left, no keys. Okay, Sam, got it. Yeah, I would hope that he did get the perfect getaway. But what if he didn't? There's like a lot of speculation that he met with somebody down in I think he was going to Costa Rica and that he got thrown out of the plane. That's why his body was never found. Hey, Chrissy. Oh, his name is, let me see if I wrote his name down. Howard. His name is Howard, Peter. Could he seemed a little, look, they both seem off. I'm not even gonna like try to, they both seem a little weird. But then again, everybody on that show was weird. Well, I shouldn't say everybody. Most of everybody on that show was a little extra. And what really got me was Carol and Joe were doing the same thing, but they were excelling in different areas. Like Joe had more was a bigger character, so he was able to like bring people, attract people, right? Yeah, I kind of feel the same way, Chrissy. But Carol, she was able to tap into social media, right? She was able to tap into social media and build a community, right? And build a community. But they both essentially were in the same business, right? So she has people that work for her, but they're volunteers. And Joe had people working for him, but he was paying them like below minimum wage, right? But then again, they both I think have some level of manipulation of the people that they deal with on a daily basis. It's just that, she's very, how should I call it? She's more nuanced in her approach. And Joe, God bless him, he was, whoo, he was something else. He was something else. Like any guy who can convince two straight men to have a to marry him, to have a double, like a polygamous marriage with him. Like where does that happen? Apparently in America, specifically Oklahoma. Like he did that. He did that. And what and I who okay, so who in the chat believes that Flo set Joe Exotic up? who thinks that Jeff Lowe set Joe Exotic up in order to get his zoo? Jeff Lowe, and in case if you don't remember who Jeff Lowe is, he admit it was a setup? Because he was trying to play it off like, wow. I didn't know he admitted it wasn't. Maybe I must have missed that part, because the way he was just being real flip about how, he didn't do anything. If he asked him the question, and if he was asking him questions in order to get him the answer, like, come on. Jeff Lowe, I believe Jeff Lowe. If anybody who watched that who didn't at least get some sort of a inkling, or didn't have a feeling that he was setting Joe up. Now, don't get me wrong. Joe definitely is guilty of killing those tigers, but all that other stuff, that whole conspiracy to murder, I don't believe that. I don't think that. But then again, he kind of set himself up. Like, you can't. Wow. Oh, okay, Peter. Like, you can't be recording, like, to an audience and have a mannequin and shoot it in the head saying that that's what you're going to do to this woman. Like, you pretty much just, like, setting your own self up for failure. So he gave Joe up in order for him to get an early release. Hey, fandom, how you doing? You're still early. Just let me know what you thought of. Let me know first if you think Carol Baskin did it, and then second, let me know if you think Jeff Lowe set Joe Exotic up. Wow. Nice. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right, Peter. Yes. It's coming back to me. Yes. Because that's when he had that big blow up. Okay, so I also have another question. How many of you think that Dr. Bhagwan or whatever he calls himself slips Mickeys in all of those women's drinks to get them to be a little bit more acquiescent, for lack of a better term? He sure did, Chrissy. I believe that. He sure did. And he presented himself as being this dude that was just here to be like a silent partner. Yeah. Oh yeah. The doc got game. But I have to say though, as much as he got game, but he did set up all his what did he refer to them as? Were they his wives, his girlfriends, his harem? I don't even remember what he referred to them as. But at least, yes, Doc is, yes, you could call him a cult leader. He at least gave them all their own houses. He at least gave them all their own houses. Now, according to that one girl, she said that he was only paying them like $100 a week. No, well, yeah, it's a series. It's like 8 or 10 episodes, I think. Yeah. So I think he did set them. I think he set them up in their own houses, but he was paying them only $100 a week. But I guess if you have your own house, you don't have to worry about food. You don't have to worry about a place to live. All of your basic necessities are being met. But then again, they're working like 12 to 14-hour days. So it's like they don't have a life outside of taking care of those animals and, I don't know, playing Ring Around the Doctor, like the doctor, like musical chairs with the doctor. Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't catch that, Chrissy. Okay. Yes, that's true. Carol wasn't listen, Carol is Carol is like the original like cult leader. Like she was able to convince these people to like work to volunteer for free. Not only that, and she didn't even know most of the people that were there that were her volunteers. Well, he was paying for them to get their boobs done because they had to have a look and a certain appeal. I don't know. Apparently, you know, apparently these women were okay with that because I don't think that they were being held there against their will. So they voluntarily decided to be a part of his crew. Wow. I'm telling you, they had color coded shirts signifying what level they were in. Hey, hey, OTDA, how you doing? Yeah, they had like color coded shirts to say what level they were in, and if this person where in the hierarchy they were in as part of. But they were also working 12-hour days as well. So like when they come in to volunteer, they're volunteering for long periods of time, and they're not. And I believe to this day they still don't get paid. And she is actually making. And she was talking about how much money she was making. Not only was she left a buttload of money, she was making like thousands and thousands of dollars from Facebook. I guess you're right, Chrissy. but there has to be some level of manipulation on Carol's part to get them, because she's pulling on people's heartstrings, right? And there's some people like who can't help themselves, who feel the need to want to be a part of something greater than themselves, and who just want to be helpful, and but it's not until they've been in something for so long and they really see what is truly about, that's when, the light, quote unquote, clicks on for them, and they're like, yo, what am I in? What am I doing? Christy not having it. She said, "You dumb. You the one that knew what you was getting into. You are dumb." Oh my goodness. Okay, so two straight men decide to get into a polygamous marriage with a gay man. Do you think? Do you? I agree. So that is a level of manipulation. Like Joe Exotic is not excused. He is definitely a master manipulator. And that's why I say him, I don't think him and Carol were that far off from each other. I think they're not that far off from each other. I think they, like, you're straight. What would make you, like, okay, well, you profess to be straight. Fandom, you may have a point. You may have a point. Do you think there will be a surviving Carol Baskins? Because I think there cannot be a surviving Joe Exotic. Yeah, like I don't think they were that far apart from each other. It's just that Joe Exotic was a little bit more I don't know what word to use. He was just very extra and over the top about how he dealt with things. And she was a little bit more what word am I looking for? She was more slick. She was like real sly. She's very sly about how she moves. You know what I mean? The moves that she makes. You know what I mean? It's like when you interact with her, it's like she comes off like almost very likable, and you know. Yeah, Chrissy, but I'm gonna have to go with your previous statement as far as Carol's volunteers. Like, my thing is, you're straight. You know you're straight. Can't be that much drugs in the world for you to let somebody, you know, just saying. I don't know. I don't know. I guess meth is a hell of a drug. Meth is a hell of a drug. Speaking of which, I need to watch Breaking Bad. Meth is a hell of a drug. Also, I really kind of, I don't know, I kind of felt some kind of way in the end where everybody was like testifying against Joe. Yeah, you're right, Chrissy. Like, I don't know. I can't say, I can only say that I could never see myself doing that. But then, like you, I've never been on drugs that, you know what I mean, that would, I've never been on, well, the only drugs I've ever taken is the ones that they gave me, you know, that I have been prescribed. And even then, being, I just don't understand it. Yo, and that dude, like, that dude straight looked like Schmeagol. He'd look like Schmeagol. Like, he had the ring for way too long, and he turned into Schmeagol. Like, that dude said that's what you call a meth mouth. Yeah, you're right. Chasing that. Well, they say it's the psychology of the reason why they keep going back to drugs is because they're trying to chase that first original high. and you'll never be able to get it. But that's what they keep chasing. Yes. You know what I mean? It's like you'll never chase it. He did look like Schmeagol. Look at his, go back, look at him, and tell me he don't look like Schmeagol. Like his whole grill, his head, his, listen, all he needed was a string of hair to come down this, like a few pieces of strings of hair, and he would have been a straight Schmeagol with a pink camo shotgun. And that, listen, also Joe Exotic's music videos. Oh my goodness. I'm like all over the place. Listen, he looked like Schmeagol to me. I don't care what anybody says. He looked like Schmeagol to me. He is Schmeagol. He is Schmeagol. Did he get his teeth fixed? Well, I hope so. Because they sure had him up there. They sure had him in that whole series with his, like, his whole grill was to pieces. Oh my God. That was awful. I heard that they had like a what you call it, like a reunion show. I never watched it though. I didn't even know that they had it, so I never got a chance to watch it. Yeah, but I felt kind of bad, like in the end, when everybody had went and had to testify in court. I think that the federal government, I don't know. Oh my God, that tattoo. And he couldn't even get it all covered up though. Like he couldn't even get the whole thing covered. Like it's still like it was property of Joe. He couldn't even get the whole thing covered. Oh my goodness. He couldn't. Oh my God. Like he didn't have enough money to get the whole thing covered. He just got the majority of it. Really? Seriously? You would get a tattoo of yourself? Let me ask a question. Does anybody here have a tattoo of somebody else's name on their person? It's okay. It's a no judgment, Sean. You can tell. I don't know why he never wore a shirt. I'm trying to tell y'all he was Schmeagol because he was walking around with, he had no shirt on. He had like, I don't know, two teeth, three tooth, and his hair was stringy. I'm trying to tell y'all. I have no idea why he never wore no shirt. Except this Schmeagol looked like he was well fed. He was very well fed. Yeah, I don't think it's, I don't, putting somebody else's name on your body. Yeah, well, family names, yes, like your kids, your mother, your father, you know. But hey, Major, yes, we are talking. Because I have my name tattooed on my person. That was the first tattoo that I ever got. So, oh, aren't you precious? Fandom, your body is your temple. Um, and one of the main reasons I got it was because, you know, when I was in the military, because I know my name is like really hard. Yeah, and I like who I don't I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I could not for the life of me understand why these two and they said in the show while they were out there getting it in with other women. Well, Travis was um uh John Schmiegel was getting it in with the I think it was the secretary or the receptionist or whoever it was that was working the front desk at the zoo. They eventually ended up getting married. I I just I just couldn't even I just listen, that was like a whole hot diggity mess. I don't even understand what they had going on. They both were with Joe, but they both, you know, was handling their business. Right? Yeah, I don't well, let me not lie. A long in a galaxy far away. She must have. Oh my goodness. But like I said, this Schmiegel looks well fed, so I don't know. But my thing is, I, I don't. Sweet Christmas. I don't know. Like she was okay with that, but I guess I don't know. Schmiegel had game. Schmiegel must have had game. Yeah, he must have had game. Tell me he didn't look like Schmiegel House. Tell me he didn't look like Schmiegel. Just saying. Just saying. Yeah, just a word, you know, just a word, a cautionary tale for all of you young boys and girls out there. Don't get nobody's name tattooed on your body. That could be true, Major. That could be true. That could be true. Meth is a hell of a drug, I guess. Meth must be a hell of a drug. They might, you know, hey, everybody was, well, if anybody was gonna get over on Joe, it was gonna be John or Schmiegel. It was gonna be him because Travis wasn't able to get over on him like that. Yes, he did, Peter. He did. And he was like real like nonchalant about it. Like, yeah, I told. Listen, Schmiegel is one of those characters. Schmiegel is like Patch Face. No, I can't say Schmiegel is like Patch Face. Well, sorta, kinda. Except Schmiegel doesn't tell prophecies. The padlock might have been the Precious. A padlock might have been the Precious. Oh my God, I don't know. I have no idea. It just boggles my mind. And after all of that, he still, I mean, like, he testified against him. That was like what really grinded my gear. And he was just like laughing it off. That, like, I mean, don't get, I don't want to give the impression that Joe didn't have, like, Joe definitely played a huge role on where he ended up. But I think a lot of people just used his extraness against him. And when he got the idea from Bhagavan, because Dr. 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 B, or whatever you want to call him, was doing the same thing, except that, you know, Dr. Bhagavan's operation was like upscale, like Beverly Hills level. And Joe Exotic's was more like Vegas level, you know, Vegas level type of 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 an operation. And then you have Carol Baskin. Yeah, like, you're the one that went in there looking like Schmeagol, had your chest all out, like you were sitting in the whole. You sat throughout most of the whole interview when they were doing they were doing your interview with no shirt on, your half grill all out. Like, you're the one that made the statement that you like your pink shotgun. Did nobody put any words in your mouth? Yes, that was that was sad. That was sad. And somebody videotaped it. Nobody came to help him. They just videotaped it. That was straight petty. The hillbilly version. Well, I guess, yeah, you could call it the hillbilly version. Yeah, but even though it was the hillbilly version, he still had a lot of celebrity people that were going to him to buy, if not to buy, a lot of them bought tigers from him. They bought tigers from him, or because he was well known in that circuit. So it wasn't like he wasn't. They were yes, Joe. They his. I did find myself sick, you know, almost bobbing my head to his music videos, because he was giving me all kind of 80s glam look. Remember back in the 80s when all of the rockers used to wear eyeliner and have like black nails? See, yeah, right. Really? That wasn't his voice? Hmm. I didn't know that. Well, there you have it. There you have it. But listen, if you say what you want for it, he was definitely a showman. He was definitely a showman. Here, Katie. Oh my goodness, I forgot about that. But say what you want about Joe Exotic. He was a showman. He was a showman. Like, he knew how to entertain. Like, he was, yeah. He was a showman. He knew how to put on a show. And when that dude made him a throne, he was all about it. Tiger King. Oh man. Mm, it's kind of that's oh well, there's probably he sure did. Like he say what you want about him. He was a show, like he was very good at like engaging people. You listen, you listen. Carol, I don't know, man. Carol, I don't have a warm and fuzzy feeling about her. I, I really think I that dude was very engaging with people. He was a people person. For some reason he was listen, his whole his campaign manager, God bless him, he did what the best that he could. And Joe had to have a lot of charisma, right? He had to have a lot of charisma to convince this young man to leave his job. I think the kid worked at Walmart, to leave his job at Walmart to come and work for him as his campaign manager. Not only did he come work for him as his campaign manager, he was also running most of his logistics. Like Joe knew how to talk to people and how to he had the art of persuasion. Again, you can persuade two straight men to be your husbands. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. He was like Littlefinger, manipulating everybody. He was the Littlefinger of Oklahoma. I don't know why I keep comparing people to people in Game of Thrones. God help me. Yeah. He sure did, AU. He did know what people wanted. He was very good at that. And that's a skill in and of itself. Like that is a skill to be that charismatic. I don't know if you call it, well, it has to be some level of charisma. What? I forgot he was selling condoms too. Like this dude, listen, say what you want about him. Oh my God. Say what you want about him. He he was good. He was good at that. He was really good. He was really good at what he did. Listen. Did you see his album covers? His album covers were so face tuned. Yo, he looked so angelic. Yes, he did. He did have Joe condoms with his, and he was passing them out. Yes. 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 Oh, listen, I don't know if we will ever come across another character like that. I don't know if we'll ever come up, but I'm so glad we had the opportunity to meet Joe Exotic. I hope we get the opportunity to meet him. I hope he makes it through his time in jail, and that he gets out with good behavior. You know what? I would not be surprised if President Trump would probably be like, yeah, sure, why not? I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised. I truly wouldn't be. And you know what? If he did pardon him, I wouldn't I wouldn't feel any kind of way about it. You know? I really would not feel any kind of way about it. They do. They are. They are, man. Because remember, if when you watch, if you ever get to watch it and you look at his backstory, just like just like has been said about Trump, you know, Joe's father never really accepted him when he came out to him. And, you know, that drove him into a deep depression. Like he never got any approval from his dad. And just like, you know, Donald Trump never got true approval from his dad. You know? Listen, they have they have they have prosecuted and jailed people on less circumstantial evidence. No, the bulk of his sentence was on the fact that he killed those animals. It was more on animal cruelty because he killed those tigers, and then they also got him for conspiracy for murder. Conspiracy for murder because of that whole thing with Jeff Lowe and Jeff Lowe's that other dude, I can't remember his name, that bald head guy that he supposedly paid $3,000 to go kill Carol. You would be amazed what some people would buy AU just so they can say that they were there. Now, I don't know if I would buy a pair of Joe's drawers. That dude put his face on everything. I don't understand. I don't understand it. Why would he put his face on everything? Yep, Parker School. They would listen. I see there has been people that have been prosecuted and sentenced to jail for less circumstantial evidence. But I guess if you don't have a body, you don't really have much of a case, according to them. I think because they're in Florida, and I guess the way that the law works in Florida, you know, I guess in that part of Florida, they, you know. Did you, Peter? Did you really? You have to tell the story. Oh my God, I couldn't imagine meeting him in real life. I think I would be so tickled. I'd be like, can we have a picture? I'd definitely take a picture with him. Definitely. I would definitely take a picture with him. Like, you and I have to take a picture because I want to immortalize this moment. Yeah, I think he really had a lot of, he was dealing with a lot of stuff because of the, you know, the way that his father, he never got any real validation from his dad. And that kind of led him down on this path. And I think when he first started off with these animals, with these tigers, there was some really, he had really good intentions. It just somewhere along the line, ugh. Wow. Yeah. I remember that because he used to do shows in malls, and it was because Carol Baskin had put some, had introduced some sort of a bill in Congress that stopped him from being able to go do these shows at the mall. And that's when their rift started. Because, she was like stopping his bag. He did, listen, he had to make his money. He was going to make his money. He had to make, listen, he had to go down in price. He had to go down in price since he wasn't going to, he had to haggle. He had to, start high. He had to start high. You should have talked him down to at least 2. You should have talked him down to 2. So I'll give it to you for 2. He probably been like, oh, just give me a cool 2.5. Give me a cool 2,500, and you got it. That is wild. Oh, good times. Good times. When did he go to jail? Like a year ago, right? He's been in jail for a year now, right? I think he's been in jail for a year now. Is he, listen, is that, did that young kid in the end, what was his name? Donovan? I don't remember the young kid that he hooked up with in the end. Are they supposedly still together, or did he eventually like move on? That young kid that he finally hooked up with, and I think did they ended up getting married? And listen, yeah, did he end up getting married to him because he invited Travis's mom to come out to the wedding? Dylan, right? I said, what did I say? I don't have no idea what I said. Did they got married, right? At the end, they got married. Yes, there is ginger ale this weekend. Buckle up, kiddies. Buckle up. We're going to be getting into it. Yeah. I was like, and he's young. He's like real young. And he's handsome too. He's real young. Like that. How old is that kid? Like 20? 22? Listen, Joe got game, okay? I don't care what nobody say. Joe got game. And that kid is not on drugs. He doesn't look like he's on drugs. He didn't appear to be on drugs. There was no mention of him being on drugs. Joe got game. Joe got some game. Say what you want about him. Unfortunately, wow. They did. And he, like I said, and he invited Travis's mom. Like, first of all, I don't know why Travis's mom even went out there to witness this. I'd have been like, yo, my son just got buried. It could have been. Listen, I have no idea. No idea. That it wasn't even like, I don't think it was even a month or 2 after Travis died that he hooked up with Dylan. Yeah, but I don't think she still worked there after Travis died, AU. I don't think she still worked at the zoo after Travis died. I think she went back home to California. Yeah, I think she went back home to California after Travis passed away. And then he yeah, he did get all the animals. He did. As a matter of fact, he got another partner. Well, he supposedly had got hooked up with another guy, and basically the guy was supposed to be like they were supposed to be doing a joint venture in order for them to relocate the zoo someplace else. And so the guy came in and he was starting to do all the work, and then he finally caught on that Joe was just using him, so he just left. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, but Joe did end up with all of the, well, whatever animals were left. Yeah. And I think one of the main reasons why, and now that we mention that, I think one of the main reasons why Schmiegel testified against Joe was because, remember when there was that fire that happened inside of that building where all of the filming, all the tapes and all the film that Rick had, that he was gonna use to create a show. He That was also the same place where all the gators were at. And so when that building was set on fire, it also killed all of the gators that were there. I keep singing the stupid TikTok song. Carol Baskin killed her husband. What? There's a TikTok song about that? I gotta check that out. I gotta check that out. I didn't even listen. I'm not on TikTok, so I wouldn't know. I gotta see if I can find a video of that. That must be hilarious. That must be hilarious. I think like there's like a huge population of people who believe that Carol Baskin has something to do with her husband's quote unquote disappearance, quote unquote murder. I think Joe did it. Mhm. I think Joe did, because if you remember that little hidden camera when he went to go speak to the attorney, um, and he was saying how that the person that he didn't own any rights to that video. I think Joe did it. I think Joe set fire to that place. I don't know if he realized that. I don't know if he had realized that the gators. I didn't think that he realized that the fire would have probably killed the gators, or he probably just did, or probably was just going to count it as a loss. Oh my god, that is hilarious. Okay, okay, great. I'll see it. I'll check the video out. Oh my god. Oh, that's right. That's right. That is right. Yeah, so I think he just counted it as a loss. But because Rick was sick, yo, he was sick. All that work, all that video footage, he was gonna make some money. He was gonna make some money. He was gonna definitely make some money. because he was like, that was his retirement plan. That was his retirement plan. So he really had no motive. So the videographer had no motive. Rick had no motive to burn all of that stuff down. Where Rick messed up was he didn't back all that. Listen, you're supposed to back all that stuff. You're supposed to keep a copy. That's where Rick messed up at. I think they probably caught. I think what happened was they probably caught a video. They saw a video of him walking and used that, but I don't think he's the one that set the fire. Because just because you have a video of him walking near the building doesn't mean that it was him that set the fire to the place. They probably just used that. It just so happened that they had that video footage in order to use it. Oh, okay. I didn't really play. I do remember seeing a hat. I do remember seeing a hat in the video, but I didn't really look at it that close to see if he had a limp. I didn't really look that close. But yeah, it was just probably happenstance that Rick probably might have been walking, but I don't think, I think they just happened to have the footage that they could use. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go check out this video. Oh, okay, I got the message. Hold up a second. I can't hear it. I don't hear it. Hold on a second.
Carol Baskin killed her husband, whacked her. They convinced me that it didn't happen. Fed them to tigers, they snapped it. What's happening? Carol Baskin.
That is hilarious. Hold on. Let me play it again. That was hilarious. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Can y'all hear it?
Carol Baskin killed her husband, whacked.
Of course, now you gonna cycle. I hate when my phone do that. You're embarrassing me. Just embarrassing me. Hold on. Embarrassing me in front of the people. Get your life together.
Carol Baskin killed her husband, whacked her. Can't convince me that it didn't happen. Fed them to tigers, they snapped it. What's happening? Carol.
Oh my goodness. He said killed her husband, fed him to the tigers, and they are snacking. That is hilarious. Now, oh my God. Now I am just going to be randomly singing that song just for the sake of singing it. The guilty, the community has spoken. Oh, yes, apparently. Yeah, I'm still not going on TikTok though, but I do appreciate the video. Yeah, I don't have a TikTok. I don't plan on getting one. I don't plan on getting a TikTok. That is hilarious. Oh my God, that's funny. Oh my God, that is funny. Oh man, that was hilarious. And they have a whole dance to it too. Oh my goodness. That's okay. I get it. I get it. It's all good. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. Oh man. See? Now I don't feel alone. I really think that woman has something to do with that man no longer being with us. I'm just saying. She's just like real nonchalant about his death, about him not, like, she was not. uh Listen, the grass is not greener on the other side, okay? The grass is not greener on the other side. The Carol Baskin challenge. Oh my God. She will forever be known. Forever be known. Oh, that is something else. She would. It's like it was real creepy about how she was acting when they were talking about her dead husband. Like she had like no. It was like, I don't know why they would think that. It makes no sense. Really? Really? Mm. Hey, sister. Yeah, yeah, that was. Yeah, that's what made her, like, the way that she was acting, the way that she talked about it, the way that it's like she was like real. She was like real suspect to me. Real suspect to me. I just was like, you have something to do with it. You have some, and that's what I mean. Like, people have been arrested, charged, and tried with less circumstantial evidence. Just saying. I don't get it. I don't get it. But you know what? They said that she had a lot. She has a lot of money. Like that dude, like, he had a lot of money. Like she was a multi-millionaire after he passed away. So she has really, really deep pockets. Oh my God, I think her new husband is so weird. Like, she picked him. She picked him. She picked him. Mm-hmm. She picked him. Oh my God. I know, right, Major? I know. I need to work on my I need to work on my I need to work it out. Yes, we're talking about Carol. I need to get my life together. I need to really figure things out. I'm just saying. I have not been aiming high enough, apparently. It's Carol Baskin. I have not been I have not been aiming high enough. Seriously. Cuz I need somebody to pay for me to get like a personal trainer named Javier so he can get my body right. I'm sorry. I'm like teetering into ginger ale chat like territory. Seriously, man. I need to stroll around and I need to go stroll around in the more highfalutin areas of my city. I need to stop hanging to Brooklyn. I really need to start hanging out in certain parts of Brooklyn and in certain parts of Long Island. And I really need to reevaluate where I be spending a lot of my time. I may need to start going to the financial district or the east side. Seriously. Yeah, we were just talking about that. I don't know. Yeah, BK on the come up depending on what part of BK you're going to. Like I'm not trying to hang out in Park Slope because like you like to say all the dirty packpackers be in Park Slope. Fed them to tigers, they snacking. Carol Baskin. Everybody's gonna be singing it after today. Everybody who's here on this chat is gonna be singing that song after today. Oh my goodness. Ugh, I love it. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. It depends on what part of Brooklyn am I gonna go to so that I can meet like some real like just saying. Oh yeah. Yeah. You have a point, Pete. You have a point. But I don't want to touch that though. He looked like I don't know. He he giving me Rona vibes. I don't want to touch that. Not without gloves and full protective PPE. Yeah, I don't want to touch that. Oh my goodness, this was like an how when what was your thought when you saw that the whole Tiger King like uh promo poster and you saw the trailer. What were your initial thoughts when you saw that? Because when I first saw that, yes, we are on the. You know what? Listen, we out here trying to find our loves out here. We trying to find me, Major, Linda. We out here trying to find love out in these streets. There's a new episode, Peter. No, I didn't know there was an episode of the Tiger King. Ah, Lord knows. Lord knows. Clinton Hill, yeah, Clinton Hill, nah. Clinton Hill is a whole bunch of married couples. These Clinton Hill is a bunch of old married couples. It's more family type. It's a more family type of area, Clinton Hill. It's not, no, that's not gonna work. Not unless I'm looking to be somebody's side piece. I have no idea. I have to check that out. I didn't know they dropped a new episode. I didn't get a notification. Oh yeah, I forgot I turned my notifications off. I did not get a notification that there was a new episode. Y'all, did you guys see the trailer for Space Force? Listen. Listen. Oh my God. Listen, there's a new episode. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to check that out. Cause I didn't see anything. Listen, y'all, everybody, I need y'all to go watch Space Force. They just dropped a trailer for it. It's gonna be on Netflix. It's starring Steve Carell. I need y'all to watch it because it looks like it's about to be real hilarious. And I'm gonna want to talk about it. Joe is still in jail. Joe is still in jail. Borum Hill, yeah, I'm not into those type. Those are not mine. Well, maybe I need to rethink what my type is then. Just saying. No, she did not say Red Hook. Hello, Red Hook? Oh, I need to catch that last episode for sure. I'm going to watch it tonight once I get off with y'all. Oh my God. That should be promising. Oh my goodness. I did not know they dropped a new episode. Listen, freaking is holding out on me. Holding out on her sister. Good night. Tell them I said what's up. Have a good night. Well, I'm about to end this because it's about to be 9 o'clock anyway. And been on for 2 hours. So thank you for stopping by. I love you. I want to thank everybody who came. I didn't think anybody was really going to show up, but I'm glad all of y'all did so that I wasn't talking by myself. That would have been weird. Listen, everybody, make sure y'all watch Space Force. Watch Space Force. That looks like that's going to be real funny. That Space Force is a new show, a new, I think it's a show or a movie that's coming out on Netflix. I think it's based loosely on the new, I guess the new force that the president has unveiled, and the movie is based on that. Excuse me. I believe. Hold on. I just watched the what you call it, it's coming out May 29th. Peter, it comes out May 29th. But they have the you can watch the trailer for it. It is hilarious. There might be some allusion to President Trump in there. Yes, a new branch. I can't even, oh my God, I just can't. And he said super duper missiles. Who says super duper missiles? Like, really? Super duper missiles? I just can't. Oh my God. All right, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up for tonight. Thank you so much for coming to hang out with me and talk Tiger King. It was fun for me. I hope it was fun for you. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope y'all got a few laughs reminiscing about Joe Exotic and his music videos. Here, kitty, kitty. We got to learn that there's a new TikTok song with Carol Baskin. The community has spoken, according to Tony, that she is guilty. Oh, that's okay, Christy. I'm about to end it. Oh my goodness. The missions would be you going into space. But that's what we have NASA for. I'm just saying. I'm saying. Yes. Ginger Ale will be on Saturday at 7:30. Make sure you come. I mean, make sure you show up. I got to make sure I use, correct language. Make sure y'all come through. We're going to have a little bit of a discussion about the O. And I hope to see y'all all there. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, guys. I really had a good time. I hope you all had a good time as well. I will be doing another one of these. I haven't figured out what show I want to talk about yet, but don't worry. You'll see it in the title the next time I put it out there. Oh, same to you. I need a slingshot. Yeah. Make sure you come through for a ginger ale chat. Yeah, Saturday night at 7:30 because, I got to start early because I know Tony is going to probably do an after dark series. So I got to start early and get y'all, ready. You know how that goes, I don't have to say it, right? Get y'all ready. Okay. Have a good night, everybody.